evening, gamers. How we doing? How's the work week treating you? I mean, this is the first day back at the office for many people. Obviously, there have been some that have never stopped. But for many, this is the first day back. For me, luckily, it is not. I am still on break, thankfully. There I am. For another 2 weeks. Excuse me. And yeah, that'll be nice. It is definitely rushing through, which is unfortunate. Like I can feel the wind as the vacation time just rockets past. Tonight we're going to do a catch-up stream. Obviously, I was sick on Friday. I'm still a little bit sick. So we're going to catch back up and do the weekly quests. Have a look at the new update. Which I believe added a lot of new games. A lot of new cars, actually. So I'm interested in that too. Let's open it up and let's go. What did you guys get up to today? I didn't do much. I woke up a bit later than I would like. And then I had a nap. And then I went to the shops. Made some fish and chips for lunch/dinner. And then spent like 4 or 5 hours working on a GTA 4/5 loading screen animation for the GTA streams that we do. It's easy this week. That is good to hear, Smokey. I'm in need of an easy week. The one thing I'm having trouble with is triggering it properly. So it doesn't just kind of keep running and restarts when you switch to that scene. That's the only thing. That's the next step. I made the mistake. I made the mistake of having it full screened while it was loading in. Someone hasn't played Horizon 5 on stream for a long time. That must be me. Let's put it back in. Hopefully that's our glitch for the stream. And everything else will go super smoothly. I think we both know that's not going to be the case, though. There's also a weird weather in Sydney today. It's been quite wet. But also not super cool either. Been a bit more tropical. Excellent. The capture has crashed once again. I don't know why Horizon 5 hates OBS so much. Hey, no, if you know those lottery numbers, you hold on to them yourself. It was nice to be kind of caught in the rain as I was walking to the shops, though. I do enjoy a bit of rain more than I do the hot sun. But anyway, we haven't really had that much in the way of hot sun for a long while at this point. At least it feels like it. Whilst it is an El Nino year, which in theory means it's drier for us and on the east coast of Australia, it still feels very much like a La Nina year, where it's very much wetter for Australia. I'm just letting it optimize my PC. Like, rebuild a VL? Build one from scratch? I mean, that sounds like something that you could get behind, Smokey. Just letting the game load in. Okay, there we go. I mean, excuse me. Are there that many VL bodies just kind of lying around? Okay, so we're gunning for the McLaren 12C. And I probably do want the AIM Aston Martin DBS as well. Yeah, are there that many VL Commodore shells just hanging around, or like where would you go to get one? Okay, so GT or a Super GT at A800. And do.
Welcome back, comrade.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook Marketplace is a fantastic place to start looking. GT and Super GT. I think we do the Alfa Romeo. Strip it back and start it again. Or we do the BMW M6. Just looking at the ones that we like really haven't seemed to have touched. Okay, that's a pretty penny. Okay, I think let's go Alfa Romeo. Yeah, let's go Alfa Romeo. I'll reset its upgrades and then we'll start again, because I think I slapped a V12 engine in this. Which is obviously not going to... Yeah, 892, slightly over A800. I mean, that's a lot of money. And then you've probably got to spend at least that much again to buy the engine. Let's go. So that makes it heavier. Let's do better than the 0 to 100. What engine are you putting in it? Is it an original one, or...? Let's just try and do the handling, I reckon. Well, not the brakes then. Because there can't be that many VL engine pieces around the place. Oh yeah, of course. It's all kind of pie in the sky hypothetical at this point. More of a dream, if you will. I get that. I do begrudge it, but I think a spoiler might be useful. Maybe not necessary. Increases the braking, but it doesn't really do much for the acceleration and just really affects the top speed. Okay, interestingly, that one's got the most acceleration. Well, you'd think the widest one would have the most, but it's this one. I guess it reaches a point where it's just not useful and it's just more of a hindrance. Would this be the first time you've done any sort of mechanical building? It would be for me if I was in your shoes. I've never had the opportunity to. Yeah, what the hell? Let's go 21-inch rims. Why not? Live a little. So what made your neighbor kind of want to do a VL? Is he a big VL fan like you, or I don't know, like what brought it up? I guess good place to start. I mean, it kind of has to be red, right? It is an Alfa Romeo. That Hot Wheels metallic actually does look pretty good on this. Let me just make sure I've got the right picture of what it looks like. Turn off the blue light filter. Huh. I'm gonna think about it. I mean, it's hard to get more classic Australian cars and an old-fashioned Commodore or Ford Falcon. Yeah. And is that something that he would, assuming it happens, of course, he'd be bringing you in on? Or is it just something that he's saying would happen and you'd just kind of be observing it because you're the neighbor? What's in the curated groups for this week? 007, of course, for the Aston Martin DBS. Hell yeah. That's slightly racist. Anyway. Let's search Alpha. Search Alpha. So there's a four-leaf clover. Jeez, that took me far too long. I don't actually know what that symbol is. It's a cross and a snake of some sort. Or is it a dragon? Weird though. It's like something I don't really think about. You just accept it. That is the Alfa Romeo look. But I never go, why is it like that? I'm just wondering if there was anything that would work on this car. I don't know if we want the Chinese characters. Maybe we do Italy instead. Momo, Italy. Italia. I've used that before. Don't want to use it again as a result. What do you mean disconnected? Oh, I moved the cable ever so much. So far, I haven't encountered too many mozzies this season. Mosquitoes, for those who aren't Australian and are watching. But yeah, there's a few things that I would at least listen to. Someone being like, we should eradicate this. And mosquitoes are one of them. I think I could get behind the eradication of mosquitoes. Normally I'm very kind of concerned for the ecosystem and the flow-on effects or whatever. But I think for mosquitoes, I'd be very tempted to say we should roll the dice and see what happens. I want to try that. Now kind of triangular bonnet we got going on here. Unfortunately we can't... Might be able to mask it perhaps? Trouble is the bonnet isn't perfectly great on the edges. That seems unlikely. Only because, I mean, I know we do it all the time. You know, you go... I'm guilty of it. You go to, I don't know, Venice, and you eat Chinese food because that's what they have on the restaurants or whatever. But, like, why would you go to a Miami, mall if you're an alien? Well, I am somewhat dubious of TikTok man's accreditation, if you will. Is there a better shape to kind of like form this with? Maybe that one. The weird shape. But it's a little bit closer. The shape that we probably need it to be. Oh, the other weird thing I've got. So I'll put it in the Discord, but you're here, so you might as well find out now. There probably won't be a community night for this month. Just because I was sick last week. Can't do it this weekend. Because I've got my very first, let's be honest, probably only Bucks thing I'll ever attend. And at that point, it would be next weekend, which would put it on the 21st. And it's basically the end of the month. So maybe January is a month off for the community night. Anyway, still trying to figure that one out. But I've got a Bucks night, or Bucks day. I've got a family dinner in the night. I really don't know what to expect, to be honest. I've never been on one. Like, obviously I'm not expecting anything too scandalous or whatever. It's a Christian Bucks night, after all. We're not going to be doing too much in the way of hookers and blow, I don't think. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's because I'm not especially manly. So these kind of, for lack of a better term, manly traditions are just kind of like a little bit alien to me. Speaking of aliens, good segue, Joe. Actually, just to continue off of that segue and go away from what I was saying for a little bit. Do you guys believe in aliens? Not necessarily that there are aliens at malls in Miami, but that there are aliens that exist somewhere. I didn't flip that correctly. Maybe I wanted to flip it vertically? No, I didn't. No. I think I do. I'm not entirely... I don't know what to think about them having visited Earth. I'm still not sure what to think about that in particular. But I feel like I'm definitely of the opinion that there probably is some kind of alien presence in the galaxy or in the universe. Specifically intelligent aliens, of course. Thought that meant that. When it says scale uniform in the bottom, I keep thinking that is what it's on, but no, it's what it could be if I press the trigger. I'm not surprised. Those like single-digit license plates or whatever are crazy sought after. You know, both by museums and also private collectors as well. If I just paste it again. No, I didn't want to do that. I do find it kind of quaint that you know, when the car was first being introduced places, they just used numbers. They were like, yeah, you know, they're cool, but there's not going to be that many of them. There's not going to be that many that we need to start using, you know, like the alphabet or something. Definitely a passing fad. It's like, maybe not, sir. I don't even know how this shape works. Like, why is that inverted all of a sudden? Okay, that's better. Well, thank you, Mikey. I do appreciate that. I am trying far too hard, if I'm honest, on this bonnet. That no one is going to see, because obviously your boy's going to be in first place the entire time. I'm going to say that's good enough. I could do the rest of the snoot, the nose, but I'm not that bothered. TBH. You get one of those Italian stickers on the back. There seems perfectly fine. My apologies for the ads chat. They're just about to kick off. I will see you on the other side of them. What else? Pizza. That's what Italy's known for. Pizza. I'm sure the Italians will like me saying that. Domino's, not quite right. Eagle Boys. That is dead and gone. Queensland have mentioned it, if I remember correctly. I should have seen this coming, but they're all fast food chains. Pizza Hut, Domino's, Planet Pizza. I didn't mind it. At least initially. I think they got a bit worse towards the end of their existence, but I did enjoy it at the beginning. Nothing super exciting there. Rome. Apparently in Queensland, I think specifically, they had like drive-through pizza, where it was like really it was like 3-minute pizzas or whatever they had invented, the Eagle Boys people, but obviously just didn't work out. Yeah, I mean, Domino's is definitely the cream of the crop these days, I think. I think, personally at least, if you're going for Pizza Hut, you're a bit of a... I question your decision-making process. Italian? I don't know how much different it's going to be. Italian as opposed to Italy. Oh, wait, the other thing we could do is we are racing GT cars. If we just search GT. GT Stripes, naturally. Ford GT, Cobra, Mazda? Okay, don't quite know where that's from. We do have a V8, so we could do that. Don't know why Bosch is there. But yes, Domino's is the better one by far. Pizza Hut. I had a look at Pizza Hut the other day because I had some friends over. And on Boxing Day of all things. Good morning, Inadequate. How are we doing? On Boxing Day of all things. So there wasn't really much going on, not much open. And that meant that it was Pizza Hut or Domino's. And we had to look at Pizza Hut, but it just didn't really... I don't know, maybe I'm biased. Didn't get me in the same way. Yeah, Pizza Hut. I mean, Pizza Hut... I don't actually think we went to the ordering process, so I can't say. I think we just leave it like this. They're pretty... Like, it's nice, but... It's relatively subdued. I mean, $17 for a meat lover's pizza isn't terrible. I mean, depending on the size, obviously, but pretty good for, you know, what you're looking at. Let's go say howdy to a trial. And then the pressure. I mean, how much is it at Domino's? I can't imagine it's too much cheaper. I mean, then again, everything is just expensive these days, it feels like. I forget how good looking this game is. Just the way the light falls on the skin of the car is just beautiful. No, I didn't. Am I surprised about it? No. I feel like the Summer Nats people are the kind of people who will have a brawl. Summer Nats being a kind of... what's the word? Burnout festival, basically. Burnout festival in the nation's capital at Canberra, for those who don't know. The crowd control fighting the spectators. Well, that is interesting. I mean, it reaffirms my kind of unofficial policy of not wanting to attend Summer Nats. Not that I've ever really thought about it much. But I hope everyone's alright. Yeah, good. Because basically that's just assault, I think. And I'm almost certain it's all on camera. Because there's going to be so many people filming that thing. You know, checking out the sweet burnouts or whatever. Oh, bollocks. We've got a lot of understeer. That's what I do. Thank you, Inadequate. I too like it when I drive the car very fast. I prefer when I drive it fast and can handle it. Which is not the case currently. It's got a bit more understeer than I would like it to have. Okay, let's see how badly we do. Not feeling super confident just because of that discovery of the understeer. So I'm glad we discovered it now and not, you know, later. Oh yeah, I'm the only Alfa Romeo. We like a unique car in these things. Don't want to be following trends, if we can avoid it. Good choices all around, I think, though. I'm not sure how competent this car is going to be. I don't think it's the fastest. We might have handling deficiencies. Gee, Gamer Rich is just throwing hands up front. Just fighting everyone. Taking all comers. A literal 66 also having some issues with understeer, it seems. It's not just your boy. Go get him, Gamer Rich. Get him. We've got half the race left and we need to basically get on the podium, because otherwise we're not going to win this one. The points are not looking good. Overcooked that corner a little bit, as you may have noticed. Not especially, Smokey. I mean, no one's a huge fan of Twitch's kind of business practices necessarily, but I feel like I'm much less of a fan of the Kick business practices of being a lot more heavily kind of involved with gambling streams and stuff like that. Hey, all custom profile pictures, it looks like. Interesting. I do have a Twitch Kick account, though. I just kind of made one just to squat on the name. Because it has been an anxious year being a streamer, or a quasi-content creator, I guess you'd say. Because there was a while there where everyone was saying that Twitch was imploding, and then, you know, everyone was scrambling to try and find a replacement for that, and luckily that kind of blew over. And now there's the ongoing issue of Twitter just endlessly dying. It just hasn't died yet, but it's always just almost happening. He just hasn't gotten around to actually dying yet. I kind of wish that it would die. I think it would be better if we could all just move on rather than having to have it just play out. Kind of continually, always, almost dying. It's a real change of our fortunes. Oh, for flip's sake, bruv. No, I mean, that's the other thing. I say that, but it is one thing I will never really forgive Elon for, killing Twitter. There are so many people that I've met, or just, not, maybe met isn't the right word, like know of and watch from afar, you know, doing art, doing just funny posts and stuff that I've encountered on Twitter that I would probably just lose touch with if Twitter died. And that's, yeah, a real bummer. I know that a lot of artists probably still are, but were very concerned about Twitter dying because of what Inadequate's talking about there. It's like their primary form of advertising, of showing off their work, getting commissions for additional work, or basically paying their bills through their art. One of my primary ways of advertising the stream. I can't vouch for how useful it is. The friend of the channel, Edziri, a Mexican streamer, I first met through Twitter, through an artist's Twitter, basically commenting on a commission that he got from this artist. And I think I liked it. And then he responded by liking a photo that I'd put up. And at that point, I was like, well, we're friends now, whether you know it or not, and I'm going to like everything that you do. And then later on, I discovered that he was a streamer as well. Well, as well. Was it as well at that point? I don't know. And we've actually become at least good acquaintances, if not friends or pen pals, perhaps. But that wouldn't have happened without Twitter. It really was a kind of global town square that Elon keeps talking about, the global town square where, you know, all this discussion can happen, but nothing that he's done has made it not worse. There was an interesting, I guess, case study of that today or yesterday, I can't remember which. Basically what happened was someone, I can't remember if it was a bot or not, but someone posted a video. The video of a Kyrgyzstani news anchor, and he's doing vocal warm-ups in Kyrgyz. you know, in the native tongue, and it sounds really weird to an English-speaking ear. It sounds like the description is it sounds like a diesel engine starting, and it's not entirely wrong. But the account posted it without any noise, without any sound to it, not like a different music track or the original one, and it still had thousands of likes and thousands of comments, presumably from other people, in air quotes, other like bots who just saw this and were like, I'm gonna post to this because that's what I do. I post to videos, and that's how I operate. It is just filled with bots these days on Twitter. I mean, the absolute dumbest thing that Elon has done, in my opinion, others will maybe say different as to what their number one is just removing the brand of Twitter. That's just dumb. That's literal decades of work to earn kind of brand recognition, thrown away in like an afternoon. For no good reason, really. Anyway, there's going to be a fantastic mini-series or documentary that comes out of this. You just know it. The books written on the downfall of Twitter will be fantastic. I don't know who they get to play Elon Musk. I don't know. Michael Cera actually is probably not that far off of an Elon Musk looking fellow. As weird as it sounds. Jesse Eisenberg, the guy who was Mark Zuckerberg for the social network, is not too dissimilar either. But I think he's probably not going to be... You can't have him play Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. That's just a bit much. Yeah. The real, I guess the real tragedy, if you will, of Elon Musk is that he is the least charismatic, the least funny person in existence, but he is the most desperate to be the funniest and the most charismatic person ever. He doesn't, not quite own, but just like acknowledge the fact that he's not this. That's fine, man. Sometimes you're not. Like, Mark Zuckerberg is not the most charismatic person ever. And he owns that. By not trying to be the most charismatic person ever. He doesn't try to be a meme lord or whatever. He's just happy being Mark Zuckerberg. Sure, let's have a look. Well, let's start with this. Let's start with Mazda full driver. Do we have a Mazda that fits the ticket? Yes, we do. A Savannah RX-7 from 1990. I think it's the desperation that definitely makes it awkward for me. The desperate kind of desire for affirmation or just acknowledgement, I guess. I mean, it doesn't help as well that the Elon stans, if you will, the people that flock to Elon's products and Elon's tweets and what have you, are also just the worst. Just like the least funny, the least charismatic, or at least apparently, because it seems that whatever he does, there are people out there who are like, this is fantastic, lol, absolute top meme, you know, top keck or whatever.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
The thing is, I used to,
At the roundabout,
before I got to know him, and I don't think it's dissimilar with a lot of people, used to not dislike Elon. I thought he did some pretty interesting stuff,
turn left.
particularly with SpaceX. And whilst I wasn't a fan of the Tesla stuff, not because I'm not a fan of electric cars, I just never liked the interiors. I've never liked the push for entirely, like, tablet, entirely screen interiors. It just doesn't seem like a cool thing to do. But things like that made me at least go, you're doing cool things, Elon. Keep up the good work. But now it seems that those are almost like an accident. When you look at things like the Cybertruck or Twitter, and the stuff with Hyperloop, which was clearly just a ruse, where he put out an idea of, hey, we're going to do vacuum tube trains. You'll be able to travel 1 billion miles an hour in a vacuum tube because there's no air resistance. And, you know, there was a lot of money put into this and all that stuff. And now it's all just collapsed because it just doesn't work. No, we will stick with this one. So it was just a ruse, just a scheme to kind of delay high-speed rail investment in the States so you could keep on selling Teslas. Oh, and the fact that he's staunchly anti-union as well. Big red flag. Your boy is very much a union person. I'm not in one myself, just because I don't have one that I could be in. But if I could, I would. Unsurprisingly, there's a lot of MX-5s in this race, but also a lot of RX-7s. And 2 RX-8s. A fox of the people, indeed. Foxes of the world unite. I mean, when you just look at the success that the union movement as a whole has had in the past year, you'd be kind of, I don't know, a bit dense to kind of argue against it. Like, there was the big strike in Hollywood that got a lot of protections for actors and writers at all levels against things like AI and what have you, and pay increases and such. There was the big auto workers strike as well in the States too, which got a stupendous increase in pay. I mean, like 20% or something, which they wouldn't have been able to get without the union. Oh, there's my brother. He works in the public service here in Australia for the state government. He gets a 1%, 1.5 maybe, somewhere in there, percent pay increase every year, because that's what the public service union has fought for. Whereas I don't. I have to actively campaign for an increase in my salary individually as well. I have to campaign, and my co-workers would have to campaign as well individually. That's partly why the dream for me is to end up in a council job. It's a little bit more relaxed because it's in the public sector, not the private. But also there's that union kind of protection where they can, I don't know if it's in councils necessarily, but certainly in the public service for the government, it's, you don't have to campaign individually for a pay raise. It's done collectively and effectively on your behalf. If you're like my brother who doesn't, hasn't joined the union. I was waiting for everyone else to finish, then I realized I was the only one playing. Because we're not doing a trial, we're doing a championship. Okay, there's one, okay. We could go that way, but that's a way for cowards. No, well, neither does Fox. If you don't mind me asking, Kat, where does Kat work? Like in what industry? What does Kat do? Or Smokey, for that matter. I don't actually know if I know what you do either. I feel like you've told me, Smokey, but I can't remember. Transportation logistics. Interesting. That's also where Shadow Fox works in transportation logistics. I guess I have a transportation logistics kind of attraction.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left.
I know it's nowhere near the same, but last night I was up far too late.
Turn sharp left.
Because I was playing a what's the word? A settlement game, basically, where you're settling a planet. And it's one of those ones like Factorio where there's a lot of automation and kind of supply lines and stuff, and a lot of balancing of things.
When it is safe to do so.
There is something incredibly satisfying about that. Oh, you love when the number goes down. Interesting. I guess because numbered goes down is about how long it takes to get from A to B. Or how long, yeah, it gets to the door.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I imagine that could be a very interesting job in that. Well, also it could be very stressful in that there are a lot of elements that would affect it. Yeah. You know, weather, petrol prices, obviously, just anything really could affect it. And if it's coming from overseas, that just compounds infinitely. I could see that I could enjoy that and also find it incredibly stressful as a job. I guess we're going this way now, chat. It's fine. I definitely didn't mean to go this way. But the real question, Kat, is did you enjoy it? Or do you enjoy it, I should say, not past tense, present tense. Because, I mean, ultimately that's the real issue at hand. Well, there we go. That's half the battle, right? Excuse me. Half the battle is, do you enjoy your job? If yes, it makes things just a lot easier. Excuse me. I work in an architect's office. I am not an architect, legally speaking. I am trained as an architect, but I cannot call myself one. I'm not super enjoying it of late. I mean, basically, I've been there 7 years. I've been there for 7 years at my current establishment. And for probably 5 of those years, I've been wondering whether I made a mistake in terms of what degree I pursued and that kind of stuff. Looking to move or whatever. Oop, that's the wall. Ow. So this past year, there was a lot of kind of setbacks, unfortunately, in terms of me apparently not being quite good enough at my job. Which has definitely made me, well, definitely added fuel to the fire of kind of trying to figure out what it is I'm meant to be doing. Turning 30 at the same time didn't help. And currently, given the whole everything and the resultant costs of everything, at this point I'm just hoping to move to somewhere that pays a bit more money. Yes, a youth. It's weird because, I mean, obviously, I'm a youth to you, but you've got people like, I think Smokey, but certainly Wolf X. Wolf X is finishing high school this year. So it really takes all kinds, this Twitch channel. That's definitely me in my experience in terms of, I guess, the art scene. There's definitely been a lot of artists that I encounter on Twitter or whatever, and I go, wow, this stuff's really cool. Oh, you're like 23. Awesome. That's definitely not making me question a lot of things about how I've played my cards. I mean, yeah, furries do seem to skew super young, and I don't know why that is. It could just be that they're the most, like, loud and proud. The most kind of vocal elements of the community, as it were.
In 200 meters, turn left.
I mean, I'm one to talk. I really only turned up here like a year ago or so. Maybe a year and a half if I was actually being super generous. In terms of actually like putting furry in the tags, for example. Like, I've always enjoyed the better side, obviously, furry art, but not necessarily because they were furries. I don't know quite what
Your destination.
damn it, drew me to it to begin with. I think it goes back to that kind of Robin Hood, like the animated thing, where he's obviously a fox, but he's a fox because a fox has, you know, the stereotype of being sly, of being cunning. And same with King John. Except it's the inverse, you know, he's a lion, but he's a coward, so it's the flip of the stereotype. So I think furry art can, what's the word? More easily convey species, well, not, more easily convey like character traits with the right application of species. Ooh, just a kiss of the wall there. I am a fox, only because of what you see on your screen there. There's a program which I made it with called Hero Forge. It's a web app, and it was originally designed to make your D&D character, your human rogue or your elven archer or your tiefling or whatever, into a 3D thing that you could then 3D print and have as a piece to move around a board. But at some point they had a Kickstarter that to release a colored version. And previously it was just a grey kind of plastic. And I backed that. And then when it was released, I discovered they had a lot of kind of sci-fi parts to it, and I just kind of went through it and made a cyborg kind of thing that you see on your screen there, but for every different species. And you know, they've got dogs, they've got cats, and all that kind of stuff. And I would have normally, I think originally I would have said a cat, just because I've always been a cat person. My family's always had cats. I prefer cats to dogs just because they're a little bit more standoffish. And I can kind of come to terms with their personality, for the most part, much easier than I can with a dog. But on Hero Forge, the cat face was only that really flat one that is stereotypically like the fancy cat with the really flat face. Whereas personally, I've always preferred my cat to have a nose, you know, to have some depth, literal depth to the face. So I never really played around with the cat. But I did find myself making a lot of foxes, so I figured I'd go for a fox. Yeah. I mean, I've often heard that foxes are, Foxes are cat software running on dog hardware. Whereas apparently hyenas are kind of the opposite. They're dog software running on a cat hardware, apparently. I do find it interesting how, and I guess not surprising when you think about it, how a lot of furries do kind of fall into, I guess, is a way to put it, just going for the domesticated animals. Cats or dogs, and then kind of their relatives. Wolves, foxes, coyotes, lions, etc., etc. I guess that's because they're the ones that we're most familiar with. And whilst they do exist, it's not as often that you encounter like a horse or a less common mammal. I feel like I'm getting a lot of screen tearing. It is on. I'll be honest, I haven't really looked into it, so I'm going to take your word for it, Kat. But you're probably right. I think it might depend, though. Like, I do wonder if there's a lot of, like, in a more horse-driven world, like, I don't know, are there more horse furries in Mongolia or in, like, that grew up on ranches or something, where there is just a lot more interaction with horses? But for me, it definitely wasn't like a choice per se. It was something I kind of fell into. And then I guess kind of the reason that
You have arrived.
Zhao has the color that he does is because on, I think it was on Imager, IMGUR, I encountered a melanistic fox, which is kind of like the opposite of an albino fox, or an albino thing. Albino, where there is a lack of melanin, there's like no color in the skin or in the fur. Melanistic is the opposite. There's too much melanin, so a melanistic fox will be quite black and orange, for example. Or like a melanistic lion would be closer in coloration to like a jaguar or something. I'm not sure how common it is in humans, if at all. Stop it over rotating. Let's just swing past our crib. They're also usually like round and quite hard on the outside, at least. Welcome on in, Plushie. How are you doing today?
Turn right.
I mean, if you really want to get into it, Kat, the name Zhao is almost 2 decades old at this point. Came well before the physical representation of Zhao. I was probably in year 7, maybe year 8.
You have arrived at your destination.
So, 13 or 14. And I just bought Supreme Commander. I will try to, Hummus. Just let me fix it up so I can choose to and not do them without choosing to. I just bought Supreme Commander. My brother is in the background. He's watching Avatar, The Last Airbender on ABC Kids in Australia. And at that time, this was the first game I'd ever encountered that asked me for a account, like a profile. I was at a loss because I didn't want to use my real name, but I didn't know what to put in it otherwise. And I was paying attention. I was watching the Avatar in the background as well. And there was this cool character that, well, I thought was relatively cool, called Admiral Zhao. I had misheard it as Admiral Zhao. And I thought, that's a cool name. Doesn't really work for a more kind of land-based thing. What about Commander Zhao? And that's where that came from. And it's stuck ever since. Primarily because, as far as I can tell, it's just nonsense. It's a made-up word. At least in Latin characters, it doesn't mean anything in any language. Whether it does in verbally, I'd be careful saying it in other non-English speaking countries, 100%. I have had no military service. I cannot claim any valor. The closest I came to military service was Army cadets at school. So pretty far away. Decreasing rear anti-roller. All right, and let's head out to this race and try and do a skid for hummus. Yeah. don't get me wrong, I do like tanks. I'm definitely still a 4-year-old at heart. I like my tanks and army men and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also very much of the opinion that it is like I hold it in tension with the idea that it's a clear and obvious blight on society, warfare. It's kind of like how I hold the idea that cars are cool, but they're also kind of bad for societies in terms of how we lay out cities and just continued existence of humanity in some respects. So I hold that idea in tension as well. I hold a lot of ideas in tension.
Take the second exit. Turn left. In 100 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, turn right.
I mean, actually, to further add flames to the tanky accusations,
Turn right.
in the fan of tank sense, not in the
400 meters.
communist sense,
Arrive at your destination.
I have got 600 and something hours in War Thunder playing tanks almost exclusively. So, yeah, not helping that claim there. So before I jump into this, I'm just going to try and clear my throat a bit. So I'll just run an ad. Let's all get a drink, and we'll meet back here in a little bit. All right, I'll see you in a second. Let's just start loading into the race while the ads end. There we go. I got the sentence out. Native English speaker, by the way. We've got 30 seconds. I'll just put on the air conditioner as well because it's heating up in here. Alrighty, let's do this thing. Still over-rotating a little bit, but a lot better than we were. Bruv. Around this barn-sized Aston Martin. I feel like I'm concentrating a lot more than I was in the last races. Don't quite know why that is. Also not doing too much. I might want to invest in a spoiler like these fellas. That might be helpful. And increase the handling a wee bit. I mean, I definitely prefer not having wings. I think the car just looks better without it, 9 times out of 10. But there are undeniable performance advantages to having one. At least in this game. Certainly when it comes to taking the windier corners that we find ourselves in. Last lap on the podium, and now we're on the top of the podium. Maybe we don't need a wing. Maybe Kat was right. Maybe we can say no to wings. Vantage S 1 and 2. We just did that one, no sense in doing it again, Joe. Alright. And again, same again. I just realized, I feel like the back of a DBX looks quite a lot like a Kia EV6, which is probably not what Aston Martin wants me to say about their cars. Partly because I also think the EV6 looks a bit better. Come on, James Bond, pick up the pace. Vantage 1 and 2 again. Shadow Fox once more in the silver Vantage. I'm not a huge fan of driving through here, but I do think the kind of urban canyons of this town are really quite cool. I don't know how real they are, but they are very cool. Rabbit Warren tunnels going everywhere is very cool. Ignore that. That was intentional. I was checking the integrity of the walls, just like I was there. Making sure they're safe. Up to spec. And they were. So that's exciting for everyone involved. Get the bad habit in this championship of facing the wrong way. In terms of like where we finish and where we need to go.
200 meters, turn right. Turn right. Turn left. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Yeah, I know that feeling. That'll be me in a couple of weeks' time, unfortunately. I wish you the best, Kat. It's a Monday, but be strong for both of us. It was a pleasure spending your beginning of your day with you. If you haven't, you should check out the Discord above so you can keep talking outside of the stream if you want. all of the other furries. Well, not all of them, you know, the ones that watch this channel. So, several of them. Excuse me. Just gonna squeeze through there. Can we just do that corner? We definitely did this race before. Oh, was it with the Mazda? Maybe? Maybe I'm just misremembering things. We did this race before. Like, very recently. I don't think I'd ever buy this car, particularly after seeing how it destroyed James May. I'm assuming this is the GT version. Maybe it's not. If it isn't, then I might. Just a regular Vantage. But I would never buy the GT version that destroyed James May. There we go. It does actually sound, this engine does sound really nice inside the cabin. I think it's partly because it sounds quite race car to me, my ears, like touring car. Sounds not dissimilar to what it sounds like when the V8 supercar coverage goes inside the car with the driver. Yeah, that sounds nice. Ooh, that almost didn't sound very nice at all. It sounded more like a crunch, like that. That's what it would have almost sounded like. It just made me think, I hope that Forza Motorsport gets fixed eventually. That's been a real disaster, huh? I don't know what they've been doing with like the 6 years it took them to make it. Because it didn't come out of the oven particularly well. I mean, there's obviously the design changes, which are harder to account for in terms of what will work and what won't. Just the fact that it doesn't run properly is pretty egregious. Nice kind of quasi jump, kind of sticking one of my legs up in the air, and the tires up. We're trying to get 40 points to unlock that DBS. We've got the 12C. Now we need the DBS. I'm just having a look at what else we can do to get points. Obviously there's that, which we can't afford. Let's have a look at this one. Go to the Event Lab Island. One of the better additions to this game, to be honest, in that it really allows, excuse me, that it really allows creators to just have as much of a budget as they can. This kind of stuff. There we go. Soul City 2.0. No. Can we drive the McLaren 12C in this? No, we can't. Do you have anything Korean? Let's go for an M BMW. As the old N Hyundai guy was the old M BMW guy. So as an homage. Oh, excellent. We've got races. Race against. Quite impressive. What if this is a real circuit? It does kind of feel like it could be. Probably not. The fact that there's windmills just there indicates maybe not. That's it. It's cool. Listen to that straight 6 per. Pit lane. Oh, that's a very posh pit lane. Excuse me. I think if I wanted to make an event lab, and I've often thought about one, like, not one specifically, but about making one, I think I'd probably do something like this, where it's a quasi-recreation of a city or something, or a city circuit at least. And I'd like do some sort of, maybe Sydney track, focused around the Harbour Bridge. I always thought that it would be very cool to have, I don't know what it would be. The V8 supercars, the Formula One or whatever, where the harbour bridge is like a central strait between North Sydney and regular Sydney. So there's 7 lanes, I think. I think it's about 7 lanes, maybe 5 lanes. But having that split in half, so they've got 2 things of, contraflow. With a wall in between, obviously. We're not savages here. Despite, stipulations. Badges. What badge do we have? Oh, cool. I got new ones for obtaining the different things. Neat. To Mexico, please, driver. So you have the straight along the harbour bridge, and then have some sort of windy circuit at either end. Is my envisaging of a street circuit to have Sydney on in. Partly because I think it looks sick as hell. Festival playlist. Let's go to the other one first. So we back.
Turn around
A bit closer.
when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn right.
Try a different BMW. Hiccups. Where's that Z3M? There it is.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
We're just going to quickly turn off anti-lag.
Welcome back, comrade.
Do you have me back, Anna? Turn off the whole thing. Just go naturally aspirated. Actually, let's take a page out of Benz's book. Let's supercharge it. Just a wee bit. Be kind of German conglomeration.
In 100 meters, turn right.
I haven't done any tuning to this car, actually. No, I haven't. I could probably... I need 304 kilometers an hour. That's crazy. Or to turn that down a little bit.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. You have arrived at your destination.
Electric vehicles. Got the e-tron. I'm definitely more inclined to break that one out than any of the other ones. Oh, I forgot the Mini Cooper was an electric one. E-tron. Yeah, I-Pace maybe. Definitely not that one. Let's just break out the e-tron. I guess my Taycans are too too sporty? Hey, that's truly futuristic. Flying car. Oh wow, it wasn't even a glitch. Sorry, bird. Yeah, this is kind of trippy. How did they pull this off? I mean, I guess you could probably paint a road invisible, right? You could retexture it, you could just paint it transparent. Maybe you should have gone for the eye pace. Definitely feeling like a bit of a lardy boy. Very cool though. Around the corner. Down, you bastard. No, that was reversed. We want to keep it forward. Not today, Shadow Flop. What do I look at here? Ah, so we're jumping over the other part of the set. Yeah, okay. Question is, are we actually jumping? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Are we actually jumping, or is it just road? Suspension does look extended, so maybe we are jumping. Weird. Definitely a I hit. But we didn't hit it that time, thankfully. Real tank trap, whatever that was. Yeah, that's where we jumped out of. Huh. You don't really notice a change in elevation. It's my Amazon device telling me that it's bedtime. Because normally, it is. Monday streams aren't usual. I just need to catch up on Friday. Now we've got this other one over yonder. Just getting the eye pace, because I reckon that would have been probably a lot better. I put the drift gearbox in this one, if I remember correctly.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. Recalculating route. In 200 meters, turn sharp left.
Yeah, I did. Cool, let's try and make better use of the 4 gears we got there, rather than throwing half of them away. That works fine. Turn that down quite a bit, I think. Not going to be going off-road after all. Not really. Actually, you want them...
Turn sharp left.
You'd want them softer again off-road, wouldn't you? I can deform around the uneven surface more easily.
Recalculating route.
Okay, so the additional gears don't help too much. A little downhill. 100%.
The next Horizon Arcade event will
like
begin
flat
any minute
surface.
now. Enjoy. You have arrived at your destination.
Cracked boys. Los Llanes? Los Jardines? Gotta take the cover car, right? Car on the invitation. Try the Mosler out. Nah. Take out the MC12. Underappreciated the MC12. In the shadow of the Enzo. Even though it is basically an Enzo itself. I'm going to be racing underneath everyone else. There's Sydney coming. Very impressive circuit. Environment at least already. Naturally, the Sesto Elemento is up front. It's quite an impressive circuit. Just looking at the map, the mini-map, it's quite convoluted. Plenty of hairpins and what have you. Chicanes. Can do better than that. There we go. Much better. I had a friend whose father was a race driver back in the day. I can't remember what kind of car he drove. It wasn't like international or anything super fancy like that. It was clearly good enough. Is it blue, the tachometer, because of Maserati? I suspect it might be. That's alright, Wolf. How have you been? How's your Monday been? Hopefully not too wet. It's pretty rough up there still from what I hear. That's right, I'm grinding out for 40 points, so probably still a little bit of stream left. The old tank. That was a very cool circuit. He seems nice. Or they seem nice, I should say. What did he 1v1 them in? Call of Duty, I imagine? Yeah. Take this L, kid. Here, kid. Have this L. I didn't know you can 1v1 in Fortnite. I'm not super surprised, but I just didn't know that. Treasure hunting? Probably have to do the treasure hunt. It did help. It certainly didn't hurt. That much is certain. The Firebird will win and win again, aiming for gold. Huh? I need to win 2 races with that? Is that what it's saying? That's a shame. So I need to drive 4.8 Ks in a BMW? Is that what that was saying? But that doesn't... No, it does add the points. Okay. I'm getting the specific BMW as well. It's been fine. I've been slowly
early.
Feeling better.
Horizon Arcade will begin soon. You have arrived early, but the next Horizon
But the curse has been broken.
Will begin shortly. Enjoy. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
We're no longer impossibly in E-Class. It was fine, didn't do too much today. Went to the shops, had a look around Seek and what have you for jobs. Had fish and chips for lunch/dinner, homemade. And then spent like 4 or 5 hours doing that GTA 4/5 edit with Zhao. They're loading screens of the next thing. The next GTA 5 stream. Which I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. I need to refine it in some ways, but for a first draft, I'm pretty happy with it. It has. I have enjoyed it a lot. And it has crashed my computer a lot less than I thought it would. Oh, don't stay up on account of me. Wolf, if you need to go to bed, go for it. Alrighty. Well, you're welcome to stay up. I'm not going to tell. Ah, that's a shame.
Turn around when it is safe to do
For
so.
long, or? Like, are they going to be back soon, or have they gone that? Oh, wait. Well, yeah. A while then.
In 400 meters.
Oh, we should check out when the. No, not. It could be worse. Absolutely. Yeah, the internet makes that a lot easier.
Turn sharp right.
Maintaining that
200
connection.
meters. Turn right.
Yeah, okay, just check that out. Don't know why I thought I should check it again. So there's that hangar. Which means it's over here somewhere.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Let's check out that land. Oh, is it one of those ones with like the active arrow that like deploys the spoiler when you brake? Yes, there's no buildings in the way, so that's gotta be in front of the building. In front of these buildings. There it is. I think the new one. Hold on. The new one, the Valkyrie. This one. If you, particularly off the airport runway here, take a running leap and brake, because it's got the active arrow, I think it does a backflip. Oh, excuse me. There you go. Not gonna make it though. Oh, almost though. Had more of a run up. Could have made it. Now, how else are we gonna get points? Like in real life?
Safe to do so.
Maybe. It depends. In game? Maybe. Why? What are you offering? What are you selling? Depends on how good a deal is. This is the most race car sounding engine in the entire game, I think. I mean, that's probably because it is probably the most race car in the game. Porsche 906 Carrera 6. Yeah. Let's just do a quick stock take of the Porsche inventory. 906. That's probably pre-GT. Bought from the auction. I don't think I do have it. Got a whole mess of other Porsches. But no, 906. Currently, I've only got my eyes on one car. It's the Aston Martin DBS. Maybe it was one of those ones that was like a giveaway or an unlock from a seasonal or something like that.
Turn sharp left.
No, it's only in the auction house then. Doesn't make much sense. No, it's on the series. Because I feel like I thought they released all of the cars to the auto show, or at least that's what they said, auto show. Maybe they were using auto show euphemistically. You personal best. Well done. Well done to me. I'm so glad I could share this moment with all of you, chat. Huh. I don't know where it came from then. Interesting. I'll have a look. How much did it set you back on the auction house? Given that it sounds like it's pretty rare. Oh, this was the speed trap. Oopsie daisy. Okay, not too much, all things considered. The auction house can vary so wildly though, in that you can sometimes cars that you think will be this much, that much, and then sometimes it's like $1 bajillion. So have you taken it for a spin? Do you feel like you at least didn't waste your money? Damn it, there's a truck there. That's better. Is that the seasonal? Surely. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, okay then. That's no small feat. Where's the speed? Where's the speed trap at? Just down the road a little bit more. Oh wait, is this like one of those Porsche race cars? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. 200 meters, turn
It's always crazy because those cars have like 4 gears, but the first gear is extraordinarily long. Okay, so only 280 through there. Let's come at it from this direction then. Probably enough of a run-up. Overcooked it. That's not a great run-up. Would have done better. Didn't pass. There we go. Where are we jumping? Where are we dropping, boys? Where's the jump at? That'll get us across the line. 259. Okay, the best we've done is 316. So we should be able to crush that one as well. Filter? You can't filter by off-road tires, I forgot that. We can sort by performance class though. What? So that's got off-road tires. What other cars in here have off-road tires? Our Lamborghini Super Volce. Interesting.
200 meters, turn right.
Then again, I do remember
Turn right.
I've heard a lot of good things about the Diablo GTR.
200 meters, turn left. Turn
I've heard less about the Lamborghini dialogue, but I'm sure it's just as good. Weird name for a fighting bull, though, dialogue. After all, that's what they're all named after, fighting bulls. At least the more recent ones are. Probably have done without anti-lag, but it's not too atrocious.
Turn right. Turn right.
I know, I was joshing.
100 meters, turn
Just
left.
joshing.
Turn left.
Yeah, autocorrect is definitely a blessing and a curse. I could not do half of the things I do on the internet without autocorrect and or
400 meters.
like searching on the internet how to spell certain words.
Turn right.
Quite regularly I will, at work, I will search for a word I just don't know how to spell. Oh, there's the jump. That GPS location is misleading. We missed it. No. I'm not that fussed. I know there's going to be a lot of people on it. But for the most part, the people we've heard about before. Yeah, Stephen Hawking is a weird one. But we don't... Do we know why he was on the list? Like, was he just visiting necessarily? Not necessarily like anything untoward. I mean, then again, Stephen Hawking was quite the womanizer, so I wouldn't necessarily put it past him. Hey, there we go. What? Rip. I need the opposite of that car that you referenced. I need one that does a forward flip a little bit, so I can land on four wheels, apparently. Let's try and... It's a little bit smoother. on. Are you kidding? It was because I hit the tree. I mean, we saw those coming. Though apparently Bill Clinton was surprisingly just referenced in a different way to, like, the pedophiles. Yeah, I mean, I need to do that too. Still launching it towards the tree, so... The brake. UPB, and we got the points. So... I mean, unfortunately, it's just such a political football. The Epstein stuff. Where ultimately, I think if they were, you know, doing anything untoward, they should be charged, regardless of their political affiliation. Be that Bill Clinton or Donald Trump or Stephen Hawking. Huh? Was that only 2? Oof. Quick to the aerodrome. Give me your fastest Lamborghini, sir. I think that might be the Sesto. Yeah, 2024 did start off weird. I mean, there were those big earthquakes in Japan. Been a rough time. Actually, it might just be easier to do this. LOL. The weirdest part about all of that is actually someone's voice that they recorded for him, as they themselves were losing their own voice. Interestingly. Now that is a nice photo. Let's just try and get a little bit more of that. Excuse me? What type of time of day do you call this then, Forza? I would say this is very much nighttime. Gonna hide the UI real quick and screenshot of that one. Okay, well, I guess we need to wait. Oh, maybe it was evening, not night. Ooh, pretty. I didn't notice this before. I haven't been here at night. Surely we're at night time now. Wow, it's a lot bluer in the camera. Effects. Let's leave that. Drivers enabled. Can I turn off other cars? I feel like I could. Creatures? Turns me off. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Okay, I guess we were at night. Just don't like that car on the left that much, that's all. Let's see. Hey! Done it. I want to just go down the road a little bit further.
Bringing some intensity back to Horizon Street Scene? I like it! That's the kind of driving that sent us underground in the first place.
To get a better photo of that. What? Take that shot. Lovely jubbly. And most importantly, we got the DBS. Yeah, baby. Do some wheel spins. I think I do have that 906 the more I think about it. I feel like it's not listed as a Porsche. I think it's like instead listed as a, because it's like a racing car. I think it's listed under the, isn't it listed under the like the race, the like the name of the race team? Maybe I'm wrong. No, I can always do with another 430. I feel like I do have the car. Anyway, let's have a look. I did unlock at some point in my life here a Porsche race car. In one of the many weeks that we've been racing here. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it is listed under Porsche. I'm just losing my mind. Which isn't a great thing to discover. Oh, there. Hold on. Is this it? No, it's E70. Okay, that's what I was thinking it was. Something like that. I mean, that's the similar body type to it, but it's obviously not the car in question. Let's have a better look through Porsche. Now that we know what we're looking for, body shape wise. Apologies for the ads, chat. Oh, there's a 917-20, the 917 LH. Maybe I don't have the 906. Let's head over to an auto show and have a look. Don't got it. Let's go try and got it. Huh. It just didn't run ads for some reason. Hey, where's the nearest auto show? Oh, let's just go to the main. Let's go base camp.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters.
Ah, okay.
Turn right.
Because it's not showing... It's not showing the normal... Like, I've got a thing that tells me what ads are playing, how long until the ads, and what have you. But it's not showing them as playing, weirdly. Okay.
400 meters. Turn left.
Well, thank you for enduring.
Turn left.
I quite like this car. Normally I'm not a huge fan of the older
400
Porsche
meters.
styling, but for whatever reason, this quasi redo does kind of sit nice actually.
You have arrived.
Just as an aside, I feel like this building here should be a lot larger. Like, it's not very large for all the stuff it's meant to contain. Right? It should be like 5 times as big, probably. I mean, the real dream, the real cool thing would be if it was like, what is it in GTA Online? Like the car parks you can go to and then pimp your car? If it was like that. So you could see others doing, you know, 5 or so others doing their upgrades as well. That could be pretty neat. What am I doing? Let's try the auto show to start. I know that you got it from the auction house, but I just want to check the auto show just to make sure. Nope. This one here. 2 million. Okay. Well, let's try the auction house and see what we can do. Make. For the longest time, I didn't think that I could choose the make. When it said any there, I thought that was just a set option because it didn't have the arrows of these ones. Did I just go past it? 9, 11. Oh, there we go. 906. That's probably it, right? It was it. Well, it turns out you snagged a deal, my friend. I don't know how you did it. It could be that people only just realize what they've got. Like maybe there was a patch or something in the update. But your boy's got 57 million credits. Let's live a little. Let's just pay full price. Any color as long as it's white. I will not buy auto show vouchers. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I mean these. I mean, I feel like just tunes in general, they are so many, like, possibilities. But let's have a look. Like you said, let's see what we can see. Yeah, this is a drag one. Yeah, gonna figure it out. I only just noticed how light it is. It's only 700 kilos. Well, it's 600 kilos stock. Yeah, wow. It gets to 452, 457. Ridiculous. This one, a paltry 284. That's because this the stock engine. What do you actually do to it? So you can get a flat 12, which is crazy, or a racing V12. And you can also twin turbo and supercharge the stock engine. Let's take it on the road. Just stock and see what's up. Maybe go to the Horizon circuit. Year 1 is shorter than I thought it would be. Brakes leave a little bit to be desired. current car. 2.8 to 100 is crazy. Like, I think my car IRL can probably do 10 on a good day. If that. But it's definitely firmly in double digits. Brother. Oh, speaking of which, that is you. That makes sense. You're the one who suggested me buy this. Oh, that's a wall. Let's look at the screen, not the chat. Coming up to a corner. Try and go between the flags. Oh wow, that's a really stripped back dash cluster, dial cluster. Just a tachometer and I don't know, a voltmeter or something? We drive on vibes purely. Oh, it does have 5 gears. I'm astonished. Five gears for 1966 was probably like witchcraft. Well, the tires are definitely the first thing to change. And the brakes. We're lacking a little bit in the handling department. Am I thinking? Just look at that. This goes crazy. There, I mean, it would look pretty sick. Like a wide body kit or something on this bad boy would be tight as hell. I know there's just a huge amount of cars in this game. Significantly more than there were in Need for Speed Heat. But Need for Speed Heat just had some pretty bitching customization. Some of those wide body kits were really nice. Yeah, I've got plans to try and play Most Wanted this year, I think. Midnight City? Or do you mean Midnight Club? But I don't recognize Midnight City. I also want to have a look at the Juiced games, the Need for Speed knockoffs. I really only played Midnight Club 2. I do have Midnight Club 3 on the Xbox because it was a game with gold or something like that. I played it like double that at least. My brother and I used to... I've mentioned before, my brother and I used to basically get a lot of our games from demo discs. And one of the demos that still kind of sticks in my mind is the Midnight Club 2 demo. Because it had all of Los Angeles, or their version of Los Angeles, that you could drive around. It was just really cool. Alright, let's jack this car up and make it a bit better. What is it to begin with? A732. We want semi-slicks. We want big boys at the back. We want to push them to the corners. As much as we can. Try and ditch the steelies a little bit. Surprisingly, almost all of these are heavier than the existing wheels. That is weird. I would have thought for sure that they would have been lighter. Even old reliable's heavier. Yeah. One in here that I quite like, and I can't remember the brand. HRE, that's right. Let's go for that one. It kind of suits the age of the car, and it's only 3 kilos heavier. I think 17, the reasonable size in terms of the thickness of the wheel meat and the size of the rim. Get some 6 gears. A race stiff on that. 37% better brakes, or 37% efficiency. What does that actually mean? 37% efficiency. I should try and see if I can find that out. Okay, so we've already got race suspension. We probably need a roll cage, given what the car is. We can make it 43 kilos lighter. I don't think we need to. Is there something that just gives us like, 10 kilowatts? What is it like now? Top of A class. Oh, no wonder it's got such a low caster. It's literally half of what I like it to be. Also so tall. You can probably afford to stiffen these up a bit. Trying to match the alignment of those dots there for what they were before. Let's take it out on the road and see what's up. Well, it definitely feels faster just because I've got more gears being changed. So it sounds quicker.
You have arrived at your destination.
Definitely much better handling. I don't know if this should be stiffer. Like both counts. It is crazy how unstiff just all of this is. Like the springs were not stiff, the anti-roll wasn't stiff.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, let's do it again. This has been no changes to the engine. The only change was that we've put in different pistons. It is a very good looking car. I think I've been using that kind of body shape a lot. There was the Maserati MC12, the Valkyrie that we were playing around with before. A kind of enclosed wheels, but in separate pods inside the body shell. I mean, obviously everyone else is going to be a lot more upgraded as well. 732 to 799. Well, that too. Again, our Europe front. So clearly a 906 can come in first, depending what the computer has given you in terms of car upgrades. I mean, look at your car roll in that corner. I'm imagining the computer hasn't done much in the way of stiffness and what have you. Yeah, this is not bad for A-Class. I might take it online on Friday in the usual Forza stream. I can't imagine there's going to be that many people on a Monday at 11 PM. Particularly when it's like the first day back at work for many people. Well, 11 PM Eastern Daylight Time. Not Eastern Standard Time. Not Queensland time. Yeah, not the usual time. Don't get me wrong, I do not prefer daylight savings. I'm one of those weirder people that doesn't like it. It just feels more unnatural. Ooh, yeah, made it. I remember who I was talking to this about before, maybe one of my ministers at church. This feels less connected, more disconnected from time, which is, you know, already made up, but it does feel weird when it's like 8 PM and the sun is only now just setting. I like the summer days get longer normally. Without daylight savings, it would be setting at 7 rather than 8. Just take an hour off of what time I'm saying. So it's, what, almost 10 p.m. where you are? That is a very nice car. I thank you for your recommendation, Wolf. That is a very nice car. Did we get the best lap? I think we did. For our final act of the day. No, I like it how it is now. I'm going to say for the final thing, I do want to add a little bit of paint to it though. The yellow is not doing much for me. And by yellow I meant white. Now we could go yellow. But what I'm thinking... What about an orange? Lighter orange. That. And then... darker grey, like a black of sorts. There. We'll paint the wheels the same colour. Just matte them out. Definitely seems to be less dark than that. Why is that? Let's go for that one. Get those calipers looking lime. Oh, it does actually tint the back. Doesn't tint the headlights, so that would have been really cool. Get them just a bit orange to match the rest of the whip. What is the bonnet? Oh, it's just that. Yeah, we can probably afford not to do that. You know what, just for you, I will put on a drag tune. We just save this tune though. Call it something inventive like 1. Good. Average. Description. Stock-ish. Okay. 2.9 or 2.8. I'm assuming that's the 0 to 100. That's 2.894. This was the fastest one, right? Oh wait, no, that's fastest top speed, but pretty average acceleration. I guess it's probably this one is the fastest. Rally suspension, drag tires, all-wheel drive. Let's find out. Oh yeah, of course, we gotta buy the new bits. Bits and bobs. Make the vroom vroom. High speed. My name is Zhao. Just looking... I'm just wanting to look up the power draw. Do something. Just a nice thought. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty quick. It revs till 11,000. That's crazy. It's hard to just like coax it. Okay. What is it to do launch control again? Brake. Or is it handbrake and accelerate? Yeah, it's pretty quick. See ya, idiot. I'm off to the moon. So fast. Yeah, well, he was not expecting this. To the moon. This is an insane jump car. Just like, even before I landed, I knew that would be the case. Because it is so light, it has so much power behind it. Like, you can throw this thing... I threw that thing at 461 off of that jump. And it weighs, what, less than a ton? Like half a ton. It weighs 600 kilos. Or so. Closer to 700, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is crazy. Well, let's do this properly. Don't worry about internet issues and what have you. Let's get a good measure. It's at the car's native stance. Like, in this tune. It's already got a kind of, a little bit of a wheelie, a little bit of squat. Unsurprisingly, there's another 906 next to us, and it's you! That's your name, Wolf. Alright, let's go. I don't know what that was. 12.218. Well, we certainly demolished that Ferrari. Or all the Ferraris, I should say. Do it again. The real problem is you can't see the tachometer at the launch for a couple of seconds. Maybe 1 or 2. 12.198. We round it down, obviously. So it's 12.1. That's not a bad idea, actually. Let's give it a shot. Like, can you actually rewind to the starting line? Oh yes, I can. Just looking at the tachometer. I'm not even looking at the car. Just watching that. As soon as it hits the red line, into the next gear. I mean, that's more than fast enough. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a cheeky thumbs up. Keep up the good work, champ. Is it just me, or does the back of this car just look kind of tired? You know? Just the eyes look a bit like, ooh, so sleepy. Add that one to the old images. Not as fast as last time. Oh, a bit more of a forward roll on that one. Weird. Landed it. Before we log off though, I will just put this back to normal. Stockish tune. Something a little bit more handleable. Is that? It's like got a hair trigger. As soon as you go anywhere near the throttle. I was like, tuner rank 3, I thought that was how many times it's been used. Like, it's just been deployed. As soon as you go anywhere near the throttle, it just rockets. Either forward or backward, depending on which gear you're in. The death trap. Full death trap, no denying that. Yeah, I'll get 8,000 XP. It is a very impressive car and a very impressive tune for that car too. You're in the MC12? No, you're in the McLaren. Alrighty. Let us quickly do a wheel spin. Gain back that money we spent on that tune. Let us go our separate ways. Let's find someone to raid. Thank you for joining me, chat, for however long you have. I appreciate it immensely. It's a pleasure to have you. And I know there are so many other options that you could be spending your time with, rather than your boy, who is streaming Horizon 5. Anyone I'd want to raid? Especially, is someone streaming Call of Duty or something in Horizon? A classic. Yes. Thank you for staying as long as you did. I'm going to throw you out Kisaki, who's playing Conker's Bad Fur Day. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening in the world of the Jow stream, please follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, or Threads. Or if you want the funnies, go to the Instagram, the TikTok, or the Clipmander Jow YouTube channel. And go to the commanderjow.card for all of the above, just organized in a less ephemeral way. And join the Discord to talk outside of hours. I will see you again on Wednesday for some GTA 5 Chaos. It has been enjoyable so far, the GTA 5 Chaos mod, and I'm looking forward to continuing to play it. I hope you have a good start to your week, good rest of the start of your week, and I will see you then. We've got the Friday stream after that, which is Forza Horizon as normal. Saturday is not a stream because I have a family engagement. So hopefully the week after that will be back to business as usual. Let's go say hi to Kisaki. Yeah. Cheerio.